Hey there, it's Fai Cheng here with a quick overview over our offline sanity course, which I call the new generation of offline, and you'll see in a second why that is. So the whole idea is to give people what they want. I can't emphasize this enough. If you give people what they want, they will buy it, and if you give them what they need, they will, in general, look the other way. They're not interested. So you need to give people what they want. So, do people want a new website? The answer is no, even if you're including something as fancy as mobile, right? This is not what business owners want. Do they want SEO? No, they don't want SEO. Do they even want social media? In most cases, the answer is no, they don't want that. What they want is the phone ringing, or the doorbell ringing, or someone coming in and saying, please, please, please sell me something. That is what people want. So ultimately, you have to give people what they want, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, how do we get the phone ringing? And of course, I'm using the term phone ringing in a more general sense, but you get the idea. Basically, by taking what they already have. Instead of reinventing the wheel, we just take what they already have, what works for them. So we're not going in there and imposing something new and scary and unknown on their business. Instead, we're saying, look, you've got something that already works. Let's make it even better by adding a little dash of 2017 to it. And what we mean by that is, we add Facebook advertising to it. And that's why I say this is the new generation or next generation of offline consulting. When it started a few years ago, it was all about doing SEO. And then it was mobile websites, which is basically web design, right? It was those kind of things, and none of those really helped. And as a result, it does help, but it's a very long-term game. And as a result, I have talked to many, many business owners who told me, it's like, there's nothing more annoying than the phone ringing yet again and someone saying, look, I can help you with the SEO or your Google local places listings. Like, for fuck's sakes, I'm not interested. I want the phone ringing. And no one's helping me with that. And this is exactly what we do here. So we help them get the phone ring. However, there's a big caveat. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're doing two things. We use Facebook as a primary advertising platform. And the second thing is we are making sure that we are to be seen everywhere. And that is basically brand building 2017 style. On a small budget for small companies, you still get that feeling of this must be a big company because they are everywhere. And as a result, you're at the front of people's minds. And when they are ready to take purchasing decisions or make that decision, you're typically the first one they look to. So let's start then with what I probably find is the biggest trick to make this work. And that is probably best illustrated with a quote by Zig Ziglar that says, you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. And this is a key thing that is overlooked all the time, especially in marketing. The whole thing we're doing here is not about selling a product they don't really want or need. And you might be thinking, well, who wouldn't want more clients? Well, actually, let's dive in a little bit more. They want more clients, yes, we know this, but what we typically sell them is a service in the sense of, I'll get you a Facebook campaign, I'll get you a website, I'll get you all these kind of things. Even if you are advanced enough to go out and say, look, what I can do is this thing so you get more clients. At the end of the day, we typically sell a thing. And there's a reason for this, because underlying, we're looking for a way to persuade our prospective clients to basically buy our product or service, right? And the key thing is that you need to get to the point where you make it your business to get them more clients or customers, not just more leads. And this last sentence is in bold because it is about the key difference. It's very subtle, but it's very, very profound. If you go out and say, you want more clients, but I'll get you more leads, there's a massive difference. And I'll illustrate to you in a second why there's a massive difference between just leads and more clients. So most people go out and sell, the thing. They sell the SEO, they sell the website, they sell the 360-degree virtual reality tour of the shop, they sell all of these things. Yet none of those mean more actual clients. Now, with a bit of advanced selling, you can then demonstrate that these mean more leads, and yet that's not the same as more clients. So, this whole thing is really a mindset thing. because most marketing is designed to persuade, and because it is that way, most people go out and ask themselves, how do I sell more of this thing? And don't feel bad about it. Anyone who's new to selling thinks that way. It's like, all right, I've got this thing. How can I persuade the other person to go check this out? But if you think that, you are already out, unless you are immediately thinking, in response to your question, how do I sell this to them? If you are immediately answering, well, by making it my business to help them get what they want. And as you know, they want more clients. So let me show you then why this is so important, or where this applies, right? You, like everybody else, wants to help everyone. Any local business can benefit. And now, the plot thickens. Well, if you ask yourself which ones can you help get what they want, the first answer might be, well, everyone. Well, it turns out, if they have a sucky sales team, can you really help them? You can get them all the leads they ever wanted, and they have such bad selling that they convert none of them into buying customers. Well, there's no point you doing any work for them because they suck so bad. Now, you might be thinking, all right, Veit, do you suggest I also take over their sales team? Not at all. But I'll go into that in a second. What if they're an overwhelmed solopreneur? Can you help them? How do they benefit if they're wearing all the hats all the time? They're only working in their business. They're not working on their business. They just don't have the time or bandwidth. Can you help them? You probably can't, right? More leads just means more stress to them. It means there's nothing positive coming out of it. As a result, they will not convert many of those leads into sales. As a result, what is the point you doing any work? And if there's no point in you doing any work, you're unlikely to get paid, at least in the long run. What if they have a rubbish product? And it doesn't have to be necessarily that it's a crap product. It could be as simple as it's now outdated, right? I used to do some work with a local printing company. Let me tell you, it's not a rubbish product in the sense of the quality is bad. It's just in the marketplace, there is no space for this product. You're dead now. The same thing is going to happen to tax people, the sort of what are they called? Who do your taxes, the bookkeepers, etc. They're gonna have a rubbish product because computers will be able to do it so much better. So if you're a tax person, you've got bad news coming your way. Sorry about that. But you get the idea. You could help them get more leads, but at the end of the day, if no one is really interested in buying the thing, if you could promise the marketplace, look, there's free beer to be had over here. But if they then come and find it's a rubbish product, there again is no point. They are not going to buy. As a result, the business owner is not going to keep you on their books for a long time because at the end of the day, you're an expense. So, in module number 1 then, what we'll cover is how to make sure you only ever talk to those you can actually help. In the sense, they have a 99+% chance of actually getting more clients and customers. In the sense of, you give them leads and they then turn them into clients and customers who give them money. And when they start seeing that the leads you bring them give them money, they'll go, oh, this seems to be a good thing. I want more of that. If, however, they are in the upper categories, and there are many more of those categories, another classic one is a personality type. There are so many. There's a small number of groups of different fundamental reasons why people are in business, and there are a couple of those. They really shouldn't be in business at all. I'll give you 2 examples. One of them is, it's a vanity type thing. My sister started a business because she loves beautiful shiny things. So she set up a shop full of beautiful shiny things. And yes, there are about 7 people out in our sort of immediate area who love shiny things and buy from her. Sadly, 7 people buying the occasional shiny thing is just not enough to keep a business afloat. Right next to her was someone who was into homemade jewelry, so she was in a fortunate position to have a husband who has lots and lots of money, who hired the shop for her and fitted it out, etc. And guess what? A year later, she went out of business. Actually, there was a whole row of those shops down there. So that's one type. The other one is, no, we're not going to go into great detail. We'll do that in a separate module in the different personality types and fundamental reasons why people are in business and which ones you should help and shouldn't help. So what we're going to do in module number 1 is we're going to look at specifically what needs to be in place so you can make sure you actually have a great chance of converting those leads into customers for them, so they get paid. Because when they get paid, they go, ooh, I want to have more of that. So, it is tattoo time. Yes, tattoo time. When you are going away from being an expense to basically a profit center, well, everybody is happy. And that happens. This one thing, this big step happens when you tattoo the words, I'm making it my business too, and you fill in whatever works for you to get my business, to get them or get my client or whatever you want to fill in there. Perfect customers, or making my business to help them get such fantastic quality leads that they all, or 90% of them turn into paying customers. Whatever works for you, but complete the sentence. I'm making it my business ... and then really plaster that all over the place. Plaster this on your computer screen as a screensaver. Have it printed out. Make this your business. God, if necessary, turn that into your business card. I'm making it my business to make sure you get clients, not just leads. Whatever works for you. And then what we do is we take that philosophy, that approach, that fundamental attitude of not just being the one who goes, well, how can I sell this to them? Or I'll trick them into buying something, or I even exploit their lack of knowledge. No, you go beyond. Here are some leads, and now do whatever you like with them. No, we take that further and we make sure they are in a position to convert those leads into buyers, and as a result, everybody's happy. So, selecting, or the selection criteria, are the topic of module number 1. I'll see you there.